my sheep. Not gonna sit by the sidewalk and beg for bread.
Yes, people.
Not one of my sheep.
Right now, we have a very special guest. He's joining us. You've heard a little piece of his music right there. Okay, it's also his Earth Strong. So make sure you give him a warm welcome to the Big Bad Station, ArawakRadio.com. Big shout out to all those sending love, sending blessings. And of course, Ras Fitzgeral, how you doing?
You love, sister. Yeah, man, blessed, you know?
Definitely.
Give thanks.
Blessings. So, of course, let the listeners know a little something about you and who you are.
Yeah, man. Well, I first would like to give thanks to the Most High, you know? Ever living, ever faithful.
Definitely.
For sure. Yeah, the living God, you know? Yeah, man. Well, Ras Fitzgeral is a reggae artist, musical reggae artist, living in New York at this time. Born in St. Thomas, Jamaica. You know, we brought our sound. I always call my music my sound, you know?
Yeah, man.
So brought my sound here to New York way back in the 70s. And we've been musically active ever since, you know, and working with many artists from here in New York, Brooklyn, Flatbush, big up on Flatbush people, from here straight to Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
And ever since we've been, you know, just trying to do positive music for the people, giving them good vibration, you know.
Definitely.
And just keeping them upful and live, you know.
For real. You know what? Tell me a little something. Why do lots of Jamaican artists, why do they go to America? What is it about America that you're loving so much? Tell us.
Well, I can't talk about the recent people who come to America, but back in those times it was opportunity.
Okay.
You know? And I suppose it is still opportunity that you can go maybe a little further in America than you can in Jamaica in many areas, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a family movement that brought me here.
Okay.
And because family, you know, we are here and we just set our camp right here and continue to do it. But we're always we move, you know, we're mobile, you know. I mean, I don't like people who are stuck in one place all their lives, you know. I don't think that is very good. You're not rounded when you're just in one little area for your whole life, you know. But it is what it is with everyone, you know.
For real.
Man.
You know what? Lots of people say that America is a very scary place, you know, with crime and, of course, racism and things like that. What are you saying about that?
Well, that is why when you asked me the question first, I said, I don't know about the people who migrate now.
Yeah.
Because now the migration is different than before, you know. In America here now, there is a lot of violence, just as you see all over the world going on.
For real.
You know. But you have the good and the bad, and I always say, show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are. You know, no
definitely.
matter where you are, you could be living in the ghetto, you could be living in uptown. You know, your environment is what is going to, your peers is what is going to show who you really are and what you want to achieve in life. You know.
Yes, definitely. And so tell us, you know, you spoke about you went to America. Tell us about your journey. So when you hit America, what did you do? What was the first thing you did, and what sound and things like that? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, man. Well, musically in America, we were around when hip hop was breaking from way back in those times.
Yeah.
You know, and we as Jamaican, we were the ones who were always riding on rhythms. You know, we would always DJ on versions and those things, you know, on the B-sides of records and stuff, you know.
For real.
And that was normal thing for West Indian youths who were in the city here, who, you know, we know our roots, we listen to our reggae music, you know, and we wanted to keep that vibe that we know from back home same way. And DJing on the mic and singing on the mic and these type of things were regular things for us to do, you know, and it was always like, you know, a little group type of thing. Your close friends would do these things together after school and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
And that is where we develop our craft, you know, and take our time until we start to go to studio and do our thing a little more professional, than just riding on home systems and stuff like that,
For real.
Yeah, man.
And we've had the sad passing of so many greats. You speaking of hip hop there, we had DMX sadly passing away. We've had Bunny Wailer, we've had Toots, we've had U-Roy, so many passing away. But what do you think their legacy is? What do you take from them?
Well, you see, when you do good music,
Yeah.
you become a part of that everlasting category, where that music can never die. It goes from generation to generation to generation.
Yeah.
Even for those who were seeing the artists live, to the children now who just hear them on the radio and never get to see them live. They might see them on video or see them on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But never get to really feel the energy that these artists really bring.
Definitely.
And music is great to know the artist personally and see the artist personally. More than just hearing them on the radio. You get a better feel when you get that live vibration.
For real.
Yeah, man.
And of course, you've worked with so many producers. Tell us some of the producers you've worked with and what kind of advice they gave you.
Oh boy! All right. Well, I'm gonna try to start from the beginning and give you a quick roundup of I was, as I said, we were always doing this thing on our own, and then I met a producer named Norris Roberts one time, and Norris Roberts was the first producer who actually brought me into the studio and said, well, okay, he's going to record me, live and do some clean work now, because I've been on cassettes for years, we do things on cassettes and stuff like that,
Nice.
So we say, Norris brought me into a studio named Living Room Studio with Barrington Bailey and Sidney Mills,
Okay.
And from there, it's like I started to record, as I would say, professionally record good music, and music that we could put out to the world. And okay, Living Room is one producer, Barry Dredd. We work with producers in Jamaica like Carol Hewitt from Mandeville.
Yeah.
We have another producer even in Santa Cruz, Jamaica, also my brethren Keezy. Yeah, man, I have a big up Keezy anyway in there. Basie from Rona, Shiloh. And we do production, to tell you the truth. I have a lot of brethren who always sending me rhythms from all over the world and say, Ras, I feel this one will fit, Give me something on it, And that is me. No matter who you are, no matter what it is, I'm ready to actually give you a song or put together something for you where we can do something,
Yeah.
So I've worked with many producers over the years,
Definitely. And is there a memorable moment where you've gone, you know what, I'm going to take this piece of advice for the future?
Was there a moment when? What?
So when they've spoke to you or you're doing some works with the producers, has there been a moment when where you've took their advice and you carried it on for the future?
Oh yeah man. Even we work with Barrington Bailey and Sidney Mills,
Yeah.
Sidney he's a Grammy producer, well, Grammy artist. He was with Steel Pulse for many years and won Grammy with them.
Yeah.
And when I'm around these guys, they always, the advice that I get from even Barry, it's like you must do your homework, Always do your homework,
Definitely.
so that you don't waste time anywhere you go or do what you're doing, You must always do your homework and study your thing and make sure, say, you have your thing proper.
Yeah.
That
Definitely.
is one thing. And Sydney is a man where, he's the type of man where, he not like to hear foolishness. So these guys know they're very technical with their work,
Yeah.
and they always tell me, say, hey Fitz, you see your voicing, make sure that your voicing is clean, make sure your voicing is clean, and that is what we kind of take these advice from these top elder brothers to me in the music business.
Yeah.
And we work with these things, so in studying your craft and making sure your thing is clean, well, I tell you, I think you're halfway on your way there,
For real. And there's been lots of talk, lots of different discussion about Rasta and the authenticity of it. And I wanted to know your thoughts and your opinions. Do you think it's changing? Do you think it's good, bad? What are you saying?
Well, I was watching a program last night, to tell you the truth, about even the Prime Minister in Jamaica talking about something. And you see, the direction that the music has taken,
Yeah.
to me, it has taken a negative direction, and when with Rastafari has always upheld the positive part of reggae music, you know?
Yeah.
Even though you have the derogatory things coming out there, you know, the youth them nowadays, if they don't have a gun lyrics, it's like they can't get on the chart. If they don't have if they don't have a gal tune or you know, it's like they can't get on the chart. You know. So the direction of the music, when one time it was speaking about reality.
Yeah.
It was speaking about what was going on in the community. It was speaking about how we can get out of the poverty or even expressing the poverty that is going on around us, and how we can elevate ourselves. The music was more heartbeat positive thing. Now it is more they're just people just want to dance and have fun, you know.
Yeah.
And I think through Rastafari we have upheld not only the fun part of the music but the positive direction of the music, you know, carrying the music to the world so that it can play for the children, it can play for the elders, it can play for the people in between also, all over the world.
For real, definitely.
Right.
And then you also have your production company, RasPowa. Tell us about that.
Yeah, man. Well, RasPowa is the name. You know, Ras Fitzgeral is the artist name. RasPowa is the name of an entertainment company. You know that where when I do music, I found that I've done music for many people before, and no one appreciates your thing like you. You know.
Yeah.
And some people might put down your thing one side. You know. My first album I put out, Rise Again. That album. It was a compilation of stuff that people put down one side. You know, when I went back to studios and stuff, and said, "You have this on the track." Them said, "Oh, them can't find the hard drive, they can't find the reel." You know, this type of thing. But because I kept clean copies of mixes and things like that, I was able to put out that album.
Yeah.
You know, because all the compiled stuff, some even from cassettes that we were able to digitally clean up and bring forward, and you know, so. You know, your craft, you have to hold on to your things and be able to have control. That is where I come with RasPowa Entertainment, so I can have more control of my stuff. You know, and when people want it, I can have it so that I can give it to them. I don't have to go to someone else or go to a studio and do things. I have my own studio here. I bring my artists in. I'm always doing music for other artists to compile with. You know, I don't do music for myself. I do music so my brethren them can write, my sister and them can come on and sing a song. You know, and then I help them to put it out. You know, because a lot of them don't know how to put out the music, how to register their songs, how to you know to copyright it, how to publish it. You know, some of them don't know these angles, and I've been there. You know, I've lost a lot of material that way, so I wouldn't like any artist to be around me to lose their material.
Definitely.
So you know, we do it the right way with RasPowa Entertainment.
Yes, and of course, what's next for you? What have you got coming out that the listeners can look forward to?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm just finishing to do some cleanup work on my album called Fitzgerald's World. You know.
Okay.
And that album will consist of maybe 12 to 13 tracks. A lot of them from different producers that I've worked with along the way, and you know, compiling a nice little package of root songs and love songs and reality songs for the people, you know, because I try to keep it rounded, you know. Sometimes them say too much of one thing good for nothing, you know. So these are man, I keep my songs them, you know, reality based, relationship based, you know, and movement based, positive movement based, you know.
Yeah.
And so this album, Fitzgerald's World, is it I'm working on right now. I have a couple of singles off of it. You have the New World Order. You have Just a Little Bit. Those songs are, you know, I released as singles already. Babylon Loud the Herbs, you know. That is another one that is out there. Kind of, I did a little video for that one, and that one is pushing it. And then you have Crazy World, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy World. We're looking to work on the video for the Crazy World right now, because it's a crazy, crazy, crazy world we living in. We're living in. Yeah, man, it's a very crazy world, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, these things. As I said, we're looking forward to doing some more videos to push the songs them, and along with DJKat playing some of the tunes them that I have here. You know, this is the progress. This is the movement of what RasPowa and Ras Fitzgeral is about. You know, ever moving forward into the business. You know.
For real. And what would you like to say to your fans, your listeners out there who are locked in either for the first time or have been following you? What would you like to say to them?
Well, you see that youth, yeah. I'm not easy, a long time I do the thing. Ras Fitzgeral has been doing the thing for years. A veteran artist, where I am a type of artist who does things off of the head top sometimes. It's not every time I go into the studio I do written stuff. Most of the time it's the vibration that is there at the time. You're gonna get it from me, And the people out there who know me, you just look out for some new stuff and more stuff from Ras Fitzgeral, because my basket is very big. My basket is very deep.
Yeah.
My portfolio is very large, So we're just touching the iceberg right now of Ras Fitzgeral, and there's a lot more to come, with me and the people who are around me who are willing and able to do good reggae music,
For real. Man. Definitely. And before we say goodbye for now, and I'm sure we're going to be speaking in the future about lots of different projects, would you be up for singing a little something? I know it's early where you are, but I'm sure people don't mind hearing your morning voice.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm going to give them Rise Again, a tune from those times to this time.
Okay.
One of my most watched YouTube tunes, just a little piece of it,
Yeah, nice.
Because a reflection of me overall,
Yeah. When you're ready.
All right, and we take it at this and we say, rise again, get up, stand up. Another man, a brother man, rise again. So I see, I've been down, but never, ever so low. I've been down before, but never this close to the floor. Jah is my guiding light. Who shall I fear? No other on creation. And 7 times rise, and 7 times a man might fall. Don't you fret, Reggie, all is all. And 7 times rise, and 7 times a man might fall. And still I say me I, all is all. You just rise again, get up, stand up, brush it off. Another man, a brother man, rise again. Yeah, man.
Yeah. For real.
Keep it down.
Definitely. You know what, Ras Fitzgerald, definitely want to big you up. Thank you for coming on, doing the interview. Always a blessing, yeah?
Yeah, man. Give thanks to the platform, DJKat. It's a blessing.
Anytime.
Being on your program and being able to share with your fans and all the people in reggae world out there. Arawak Radio, big up yourself. Yeah, man, and give thanks. Anytime. And we'll be doing more work in the future.
Definitely. For real. Speak again soon. Have a good rest of the day.
Bless the love, sister. Give thanks to everyone. RasPowa.
Always. Bless. Yes, people, please do go and support Ras Fitzgerald, okay? Go and check him out. Go and see what it's all about. Right now, we're going to be playing a little piece of his tune. And then don't forget, 3 p.m. UK time, okay? We're going to be speaking to Deja Lewis. It's going to be a pure vibe, pure energy as well. But until then, we're playing a song called Rise Again. Here we go.
Well, this is not a dancehall thing. This is a roots thing, a culture thing. Rise again, stand up. Another man, a brother man, rise again. Get up, stand up. Another man, a brother man, rise again. Get up, stand up. Another man, a brother man, rise again. Get up, stand up. So I see.